A Syrian activist posted 2 videos online on Tuesday, purportedly filmed in the mountainous region of Jabal Shashabu, northwest of the city of Hama, which has seen fierce clashes for weeks now. The videos suggest forces loyal to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad have been using cluster bombs in their ongoing and ruthless crackdown on the opposition movement. They show cluster bomb casings and unexploded munitions, evidence that the army may well be deploying these extremely dangerous weapons. Experts working for the arms division at the NGO Human Rights Watch have analysed the videos and corroborate to a great extent these accusations. They've studied the images in great detail and concluded that they are indeed Russian-made cluster bombs and were most probably dropped from a plane. The organisation says the Syrian regime is particularly fond of this type of weapon and is in possession of a large stock. And although the NGO says this footage is the first documented evidence of the Syrian regime using cluster bombs in the bloody crackdown on rebels, other amateur documents are also circulating online, testifying to the fact this is not the first time since the start of the conflict the army has used this particular weapon. This video was filmed at the beginning of July near to the Jordanian border. Activists claim the helicopter flying over the building we see in the distance is dropping cluster bombs. The images are difficult to verify, but appear to confirm loyalist forces will stop at nothing to quell the Syrian revolution. On July 9th, a 17-year-old girl was sexually assaulted by around 20 men as she left a bar located on a busy street in the city of Guwahati in northeastern India. The attack was filmed by a journalist. The footage was then broadcast on a local news channel and shared on YouTube, leading to widespread outrage from web users across the country. Many have taken to social networks to condemn the violent attack and the fact that passers-by did nothing to stop it happening. Some have described it as a national shame, and others have challenged the reporter, saying he preferred to film the incident rather than come to the girl's aid. But an editor-in-chief working for the same network as the journalist has argued on Twitter that without the video, there would have been no evidence of the assault. The footage does show the faces of the assailants. They've been widely shared online so that citizens can actively participate in identifying them. It's proving to be effective because 6 of the 13 suspects have since been arrested. The online mobilisation continues, meanwhile, with web users across India continuing to help the authorities in tracking down the aggressors. And messages for the victim in this vicious attack continue to pour in from well-wishers. This YouTube channel called FSA Help hosts dozens of videos in Arabic aimed at teaching Syrian rebels how to use and clean weapons. The videos also offer advice on self-defense to help rebels defeat loyalist troops and thus actively participate in bringing about the fall of the Bashar al-Assad regime. There are currently 83 videos available on the sharing site. Some, like here for example, explain how to manufacture ammunition. A 15-minute-long comprehensive video which delivers a step-by-step guide on how to make bullets. A large proportion of the clips provide useful information on how to handle weapons and also how to look after all sorts of handguns and other assault rifles. The image quality is impeccable and comes with detailed commentary reminding rebels of the vital importance of looking after equipment to ensure it works correctly in combat. But the online tutorials aren't only geared towards firearms. Some focus on hand-to-hand combat. A number of the videos give demonstrations on different one-on-one fighting techniques to help Syrians defend themselves in the event of arrest by loyalist troops. The initiative appears to be proving popular because the videos available on the FSA Help channel have racked up in total some 480,000 hits. The main purpose of the clips is to empower the people of Syria to defend themselves against the regular army's ruthless repression, and they don't appear to be encouraging civilians to organise large-scale actions, which perhaps explains why there are no videos on the sharing site on how to make or use explosive materials. Nelson Mandela was born July 18, 1918, and to celebrate his 94th birthday, Presence Digital put together this video which tells his story as if it were being relayed on social media platforms, the likes of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Foursquare. It highlights defining moments of his life and fight for racial equality, a man who spent 27 years in prison in South Africa when his country was torn apart by apartheid.